If you're like most handmade sellers, you struggle with product descriptions. I hear this all of the time. People saying, I need help writing product descriptions. I'm not a good writer. I don't know what to say. And even some people are using AI to give them a boost to actually put together product descriptions that at least make some kind of sense. If this is you, then listen up. What we're going to be talking about here on this video is how to write product descriptions that actually sell. My name is Allie Thompson, and I've been helping handmade sellers sell their products online for the last 6 years, and I'm here to help you too. I've been selling products online since 2001, and I've picked up a few tricks along the way. We sold on Amazon. We also sold off of our own website. And I learned how to put together product descriptions that were easy for the customer to read, easy for me to put together, and followed an actual marketing formula that all the greatest marketing experts in the world, when they talk about like how to write persuasively and how to get people to take action. I actually use that in my handmade product business and created product descriptions that actually got people excited about the product and made them want to buy. One of the mistakes I see people make a lot is they kind of have a just the facts and only the facts, ma'am, kind of approach to their product descriptions. They're like, it's blue, it's made out of faux leather. Like they're just saying like these are the attributes of the product. Um, and that, while yes, helpful, is not actually going to sell your product. So let's talk about the three biggest mistakes people make when writing product descriptions. The first one is just what I just said, the facts and just the facts. A lot of times I go to Handmade Sellers page and they'll have just a really short paragraph, sometimes only a line. Sometimes it's not even a complete sentence saying what the product is without any additional information. And what that does is it assumes that the customer knows how to use your product, when is a good time to buy your product. It assumes that they already want your product. But the job of the product description is to make them want the product. And so if we don't give them reasons why they want the product beyond the visual, beyond just the product photo, then we're going to lose a lot more sales than if we give them good reasons to buy. The second mistake I see people make with their product descriptions is they'll have more information there, but there's no structure to it, right? So it's kind of like really big paragraphs. There's no flow to the product description. It's a lot of information dump, difficult to read, difficult to scan through for any particular points. And a lot of times it ends up getting ignored because as the reader you can't quite tell what is important information and what is just fluff, and you just move on, right? It's difficult to find what it is you're looking for in the content, so you never end up reading it. So that's the second mistake I see people make. The third mistake I see people make with product descriptions is they're using AI to help them. And while I'm completely on board with AI, in fact, I'm going to show you a tool here in a couple of minutes how to use AI the right way to write product descriptions. What often happens is if you go in cold with AI and you just say, "Hey, write a product descriptions," and I see a lot of people like uploading a picture of their product. AI writes the product description, and they're like, "Oh, done!" Like that's it. And AI can have more persuasive writing. It's going to go beyond just the facts, but it also tends to not have the structure that's consistent and that that works well for human psychology and for the human eye to read. But the other thing AI does is it tends to do this overly flowery, over the top writing in language that you would never use. And when the entire thing is written in over the top flowery language, you end up sitting there editing through the whole thing. And it takes you just as long to write that product description as if you sat down and wrote it yourself because you have to do so much editing. And on top of that, you're not getting the structure either. So, what I'm going to show you today, I'm going to walk you through a three-part structure that you can use for any product description. And then I'm going to show you a tool that I actually developed to help you do this quickly and easily. So we want to be making product descriptions in less than 5 minutes. I don't know about you, but I don't have a whole lot of time in my day, and you don't either. And it with AI and with the tools that are available to us now, we don't have to learn to be master copywriters. We don't have to be staring at a blank screen, like racking our brains of what is the right way to say this. We don't have to start from scratch and do it on our own. But we also don't have to use the AI models that are out there today that aren't really built for handmade sellers to be able to describe their product in a way that is actually persuasive. So I'm going to show you that tool in a minute, but first let's talk about the three-part formula for creating a handmade product description. All right, let me pull this up. I actually want to move me down to here. There we go. So, the anatomy of a good product description. Again, we're going to look at three parts of a product description that allows you to communicate what your product is, why they want it, and what they should be doing next. So, let me jump over here. So, the first thing that we need to do is we actually need to create desire for the product. We're going to do that from the very top of the product description. The very first thing that we do is create desire. And by create desire, I mean, we're going to give them ideas on how to use it. We're going to give them ideas of when they can use it, right? So sometimes you look at a product and you're like, that's really cute, but where would I wear it? How would I wear it? Who could I give it to? Like when would be the appropriate time? I don't even know how I would use it. While it looks very beautiful, I don't know how to use it. And customers often get stuck there more than what you realize. In fact, I remember years ago, and this wasn't in a product description, but it was basically the same thing. I was watching a Facebook Live and somebody picked up a product and was showing it. I'm like, that is so beautiful. I wish I had a reason to buy that. And then she said, it makes a perfect Mother's Day gift. And I'm like, oh, Mother's Day is coming up, and my mom loves red hearts, and that's a red heart. Now, I know that my mom loves red hearts, but I wasn't making the connection in that moment. And I bought it. In fact, I bought a couple more items because I'm like, well, I need a Mother's Day gift for my grandma, and I need this and I need that. And it gave me permission to buy the product, and it showed me how I can use it. So that's really, really important in the product description. You need to create the desire for the product. We need to talk about the product in a way that amps up their enthusiasm for the product. Like, it is really sparkly. It is very pretty. Oh my gosh, it would be perfect for that, right? So that's what we need to do in the very first section of your product description. And I'm going to show an example here in a minute, but we're going to go through the three segments first. So that's number one, create desire. Number two, we need to talk features and benefits. And this is where we can kind of get into the facts, right? But we're not going to just leave it with the facts. So if your product is blue, you can say, yes, it's blue, but talk about the exact color blue that it is. You can say it's only 2 inches by 2 inches. Well, what is the advantage of it being 2 inches by 2 inches? It's compact and small and it fits in your pocket, right? So rather than just giving features, it has a zippered pocket. Well, so what? Why do I care if it has a zippered pocket? What do I care if it's made out of stainless steel? What if I care if it's 2 inches by 2 inches? You need to answer that so what? And that's what we call features and benefits. So you talk about a feature of your product, and then you talk about the benefit of that feature and why that's actually a good thing. It's stainless steel so that it doesn't turn your earlobes green, right? It has zippers so you can safely carry your phone and not worry about it falling out. So you're giving them, again, reasons to care about the facts about your product. So with features and benefits, we're covering the standard stuff that every product has to cover, but then we're giving them extra information so that they see the value in what you do. I have heard sellers say, I use this really prime expensive ingredient, and that's why I charge so much for my product, but my customers just don't understand. And when I look at their product description, there's nothing explaining that prime ingredient, such as having pearls in your handmade soap, right? Or silk. It's silk is what it is. If you have silk in your handmade soap and it makes your handmade soap more expensive, and it's a big selling opportunity, and you have as a feature that it's made with silk, I don't understand why I should value the silk in the product unless you tell me the benefits of the silk, right? So silk has a special protein that makes your skin silky smooth. And whatever it is. I'm not a soap maker, so I don't know. But that was an example. I remember talking to somebody about that before. I'm like, you need to explain it to me, because otherwise, to me, that maybe it's a gimmick. Like, okay, there's silk. I had another soap maker. She's like, "Oh, I'm adding beer malt or something like that," and I'm like, "But why? Why are you adding?" "Oh, because it does this." Right? So you need to expand on the features of your product. That's called benefits. So features plus the benefit of that feature. That's the second part of a good product description. Third part is, oops, I need to switch over to here. The third one is call to action, giving them a clear call to action saying, act now, buy it now, and why, right? Give them a good reason why. So act now because there's only 10 of these left. Act now because Mother's Day is coming up. Act now because fill in the blank, right? If you don't have a why, that's okay. It's still good to at least have the call to action, and start training yourself to look for reasons why they should take action right now. So that's the anatomy of a good product description. We're going to create the desire. We're going to then get into the features and benefits of the product itself. And then we're going to have a call to action. In marketing, we would call this selling them something on emotion and justifying it with logic. Most people buy based on emotion and they justify that purchase with logic. So we're going to follow that formula, and we're going to amp up the emotions first. We're going to create the desire for that product. We're going to do the oh my gosh at the beginning. And then when they read the features and benefits, well, I do want a safe place for my cell phone to be. And yeah, that does make sense. That is, I don't want my ears to turn green, right? And they're going to have the logical reasons to back up their decision to purchase. Okay. And then the call to action saying, okay, now buy it, right? So we're moving them through this journey of reading about our product versus just throwing a bunch of stuff up on the screen and saying, go buy it now. So here's the example I wanted to share with you. And then I'm going to show you the tool that I used even to make this example. So this particular bracelet here, this is a boho fall bracelet. And we're going to break down a product description that I put together using the tool that I'm going to show you here in a second, and using this three-part formula. So number one, we're going to create desire. Fall is here, and it's time to embrace the season you love with our stunning boho beaded cuff bracelet. Picture yourself sipping a pumpkin spice latte wrapped in cozy sweaters and sporting this vibrant bracelet that perfectly captures the essence of autumn. With its warm orange, brown, and green tones, this statement piece is designed for women who adore all things fall and want to showcase their seasonal spirit. So there's a couple of fluffy words in there, but for the most part, I love this intro. It makes them picture themselves, sipping the pumpkin spice latte. Fall is here. You're right. The colors are warm, that orange and brown and green. And I love fall, and lots of women love fall, right? And so that's perfect for me because I'm that person. I'm relating with these first three short paragraphs. So that's the create desire segment. Next is the features and benefits. So what is the bracelet? What are its attributes? What are its features? And then we add the benefits. So flexible memory wire, easily adjust to fit any wrist size for a comfortable wear, right? It's not enough to say that it's memory wire. We're telling them why they should care. The autumn color palette. The warm tones of brown, green, and orange bring the essence of fall to your outfit. Sparkly accents, faceted glass beads catch the light, adding a bit of shine to your look. One of a kind, each bracelet is handmade, ensuring that yours is truly unique. And then boho style, perfect for layering with other bracelets or wearing solo for a chic statement. All right. So that's the features and benefits segment. We're looking at the different attributes of the product itself and then fleshing it out so that they understand why each they should care about each section and how to use it. So boho style, we're telling them how to layer it with other bracelets, and that can open up their imagination to say, "Oh yeah, I could totally wear that with my XYZ." And then finally, we have the call to action. Don't wait for fall to arrive. Get your boho beaded cuff bracelet now and be ready to showcase your love for autumn in style. So we're saying before fall gets here, order it now so that you can be wearing it all fall long to show people how much you love autumn, to have autumn on your arm, so you have that love of fall with you all through the season because you bought it now. All right, so that's a really simple layout of how to create this. So we're create desire. First three short paragraphs are about creating desire. Then we're talking about features and benefits. And next we're doing the call to action. So now let me show you this tool that I created that you can use too. I need to, hold on, I can go here. Okay, found it. So this is the product description booster. This is an AI chatbot that I created. We have a series of chatbots we call Alley AI, but the product description booster I'm super, super proud of. And we've had amazing results with people in my community testing this out for me. And I want to make this available to you today. And this is what the product description booster does. Basically, you can take your current product description, pop it into the chat bot, and it will rewrite it using the three segments, the anatomy of a good product description that I just shared with you. It will write it for you in the proper structure, using all the strategies and all the good copywriting strategies that are out there. It's going to pop it right. It's all going to give it to you here in this chat bot. So I'm fumbling over my words with that. In other words, let me just show you. Rather than me talking about it. So I'm going to grab the product description of a product from one of my Handmade Sellers Club members. And I'm going to pop it into, let's scroll down here. I'm going to pop it into the chat bot here. I copied the whole thing. We don't necessarily need the price in there. Don't need the word description. But I am grabbing the name of her product. And this is it. This is what I say about facts only, the facts, ma'am, right? This is very large unisex bag, perfect for gym or travel, has unique zipper pockets inside and outside, camo with faux black leather accents. Those are all facts, just the facts. This is a very short, simple product description that a lot of you are probably using right now. So let's see what we can make out of that. Let's see how the bot does. All right, it's thinking. So now it is writing it out. So we're going to just scroll through so you can see that we have this framework. Get ready to take on your next adventure with our straw flower camo bag. This spacious unisex bag is perfect for the gym, travel, or everyday use, making it your go-to companion for any occasion. With the unique zipper pockets both inside and outside, you can keep your essentials organized and easily accessible while showcasing your stylish camo design with black faux leather accents. Why you'll love it. Generous size, plenty of room for all your gym gear or travel essentials, making packing a breeze. Unique zipper pockets. Keep your items secure and organized with specialized pockets for easy access. Stylish design. The camo pattern combined with black faux leather adds a trendy touch to any outfit. Unisex appeal. Designed for everyone. This bag is perfect for anyone looking for style and function. Durable materials crafted to withstand daily use so you can rely on it for all your adventures. Don't wait. Grab your straw flower camo bag today and start your next journey in style. Now, being AI, it will do things like start your next journey in style. Sometimes we have to do just a tiny bit of editing, and this is true of any AI that you use to write a product description. So there's a couple of places where I'm like, hey, I wouldn't really talk that way, and most people don't, and I could rewrite it. Sometimes you can, if you don't like it and you don't want to rewrite it, you can say, hey, can you just rewrite the bottom part for me and make it more casual? And then it will think, and I didn't tell it specifically what part. Um, so don't miss out. Snag your straw flower camel bag now and hit the road in style. I like that better than the one above. The other thing you can do is you can always just hit the retry button and it will rewrite it for you over and over and over again until you find one that you like. So this writes it for you and it makes the editing process very, very simple because we only need to edit little bits and pieces here. It doesn't use the overly flowery language that ChatGPT tends to use. Um, it's still in there a little bit because AI can't help itself. It just can't help itself. And we are trying to be promotional, right? We are trying to sell our product. So we'll bring some of that language in, but just edit it and make sure that it is matching your speech style and the way that you would explain things. The point is, it gives you the framework and 95 to 100% complete. If you think it's perfect the way it is, you can just simply copy and paste this into your product description. So right now you can go into Etsy or go to your website and copy and paste every description that you have and just put it right in here. Now, I will say that the more information you give it, the better it will do. So in this case with, the facts, just the facts, she may read this product description and say, yeah, but it doesn't mention XYZ or it's putting too much focus on this. That's because there was not a lot of information put in the first place. Now, we don't want to put too much information in to where it gets kind of clunky. But you want to make sure that you're focusing on the things that are important. So let's look at an example of um, we're going to start a new chat here. Let's look at an example of a different product. This is for a loose leaf tea. This is actually has quite a bit of information in it, but it is not well formatted. It's kind of all over the place. So it has this big fat paragraph here, which is difficult to read through. The tea is of a high enough quality for 3 brews. That's kind of a weird way to write that sentence. And then we have some instructions here. Now, if you have specific instructions on how to use your product, I do recommend that you keep that and you put it at the bottom of your product description. This AI chatbot is not going to rewrite like instructions for you, how exactly to use your product, how to wash your product, the exact ingredients that are in the product. You want to include that below your product description, but you can include that information while it's writing the product description because it's going to weave it into it. Just gives it more information. So we're going to go ahead and paste that one in and we're going to tell it to write a product description. So get ready to savor the refreshing taste of organic hibiscus ginger tisane. I'm not quite sure how to say that. This delightful blend of hibiscus, ginger, lemongrass, and orange peel creates a vibrant red tea that is perfect for any time of day. Whether you enjoy it hot to warm you up or iced for a cool treat, this tisane, I don't know, is sure to brighten your mood with its mildly sweet and zesty flavor. Why you'll love it. And then we have flavorful blend, versatile enjoyment. So versatile enjoyment may not be the way that I say it. I may just replace this with hot or cold, right? Enjoy this tea hot or cold, making a great choice for any season or occasion. High quality ingredients, love that. Multiple brews, love that. Small batch crafted, right? These are all important. These are all important features of the product with more information behind it, the benefits behind it. Don't wait, treat yourself to vibrant orange hibiscus ginger tisane today. So again, it's while I may make a couple of small adjustments here or there, it is not, I'm not starting from scratch and we have the basic framework in place. So that is another example of how you can use this with a product description that's not quite organized. Now, for some of you, um, you you might have already used ChatGPT to write your product descriptions. In that case, and if you want to go through this exercise just because you think it would help you better describe your product, I recommend that you use my product description brain dump, which is here. Let's see, there we go. And in the product description brain dump, we're actually this will be blank for you. It will say product name, features, how or when to use it, style, vibe, who is your customer, five senses, reason to buy now. If you've already had ChatGPT write your product description, there's going to be a lot of overly flowery language, and having a chat bot rewrite something that AI has already written can sometimes really become a mess. And this is where we want to scale it back and only put the bare essential information in. So I put the name of the product in here. This is the memory wire bracelet that we saw earlier. The actual product description for this, let's see, is here. It's kind of a lot to it, and I'm pretty sure she used ChatGPT for this top part because it kept giving me some strange outcomes. So I put it through this product brain dump. So product name, a list of features. The chatbot can figure out what the benefits are for you. I've been teaching this for a long time. Many people struggle with the benefits that go with their features. They have a hard time imagining what those benefits can be. My chatbot that I created is going to give you benefits to each one of these features automatically. But you've got to tell us, what is it made of? What is the size? What are the colors? What makes this special or different? That all goes under the features list, and you don't have to spend a lot of time here. Just try it and just sit down and think through it. And I actually thought about creating a chat bot to walk you through this, but sometimes it's hard to come up with stuff and you want to come back and revisit it. And sometimes you're writing down here and you're like, "Ooh, that's another feature I didn't mention," and it, chatbot doesn't make that. So we're going to go old school here, and we're just going to have a Google Doc, and we're going to write down for each product. This is all the information for this product. So we're going to do the features, how or when to use it. Like, this is perfect for fall. If it's tea, we can say drink it cold or hot. Depending on, for that bag, we could take it to the gym. So we can give it some ideas of how or when to use it. If you can't think of anything, leave it blank. The chat bot will come up with ideas. The style, we know that this is boho. We want to make sure that's in there. Now, that was in the product name, so I probably didn't have to put it down here because the chat bot will know it. But let's say it just said beaded cuff bracelet. The chatbot won't know that it's boho if you don't tell it. So style is boho, the vibe, autumn, fall, cozy, pumpkin spice. I really like the idea because people go crazy about pumpkin spice, of getting something about pumpkin spice in the description. Who is your customer? Women who love fall and everything fall. Five senses. In this case, we have sparkly. It's more visual than anything. But if what you sell is soft, if what you sell smells good, describe the scent, describe the feel, describe what you're seeing. Smell, taste, touch, hearing. I'm sure I missed one there. But think of each of the five senses and what how your product relates to those five senses. So in this case, it's very sparkly. And reason to buy now, if you can think of a reason to buy now, fall is coming soon, you put it in there. Only fill out what you can think of. You don't have to rack your brain. We don't want to spend more than 3-4 minutes filling this out, right? So you can have your product in front of you, ask yourself these questions, fill out as much information as you can. And then we just copy this whole thing. And then we bring it over to the chat bot. And I keep starting a new chat because we're doing such different products. You can keep the same chat open, but with different styles, like way vastly different products, I like to start a new chat just so it starts from scratch. And then we hit go. Get ready to celebrate the beauty of fall with our boho beaded cuff bracelet. So you'll see it's a little bit different than the one that I showed in the examples because it's always going to come out a little bit different. But it's very, very similar. And again, we can retry it several times to make it do something different, or we can simply tell it, um, focus more on the sparkle and have it rewrite. Get ready to shine this fall with our boho beaded cuff. Eye-catching piece features warm, blah, 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 with its sparkling faceted glass beads. So and then it's putting the sparkly accents up front, right? I was testing this out on a bag where it was lamb leather was used to make the bag. And I told it, I said, hey, I want you to focus. And the description was very, very short, just the facts, only the facts. And I said, hey, I want you to really talk about the features of lamb leather in this product description. And it rewrote it, calling it buttery soft, light but durable, lasts a long time. So it brought in the features of that bag. So you can continue to refine this down and down and down and say, ooh, I like this, I don't like that, and have the AI write it all for you. If you follow this strategy, even with the product description brain dump, filling that out, it should take you no more than 5 minutes to write a good product description for your product that follows a framework that actually works to influence people to buy your product so that we can increase the amount of people that are adding to cart and checking out versus um, visiting your page and just bouncing off because they're like, I don't know, there's so many things I'm thinking about right now, I don't have time to think about this. This makes it fast, easy. It's easy to scan. The paragraphs are short, and they get the point of why they should want your product very quickly and easily. So if you want this chatbot, I am offering this to anybody who wants it for only $20. This is a $20 one-time charge. You'll get the chatbot and you'll get the product description brain dump doc where you can fill out the information and paste it directly into the chatbot. You get lifetime access to the chatbot. You can make as many product descriptions on this chatbot as you like with unlimited edits and variations of the same product description. You can use this unlimited. Now, it is built for product descriptions. This isn't going to help you figure out a recipe for dinner tonight, right? This chatbot is only built for building product descriptions. So if you want it, check out the button above or below or somewhere around this video. $20 and it's yours.